I want to congratulate Zielona Góra team. They were better today, and almost in all components. So they finished the game with better percentage. They had more points from second chances, from transition offense. So I'm very surprised that we are making 88 points and we still are losing games. So I think everything about our defense. Basketball, it's not like fun. Sometimes basketball, it's hard work. So we need, first of all, to be ready to work hard to play defense, and then we can win the game.
Not much to say. Two really important victories in the 48 hours. I am really proud of our players, the way they reacted, the way we took it this game, with almost no time to recover, no time to prepare the game. We play good game, we play energetic game, and not much more to say.
Jakieś pytania?
Coach, what was the reason that Parma, in the end of first quarter or at the beginning fourth quarter, was so nearly us? You know that
we had a 3, 4, 5 times during the game when we supposed to break the game and go from the 10, 12 points to 15, 16. I said that we play energetically, but I didn't say that we play smart. Okay, so there was a couple of times where you should be smarter. It's really difficult at the level where we are manage activity, energy that our players are putting together with the 100% smart taking decisions. And then again, only 24 hours to prepare the game. When you have more time, players are familiar who they're defending. Are the shooters, are the drivers, how they're supposed to recover on them. Here, in the 24 hours, you try to do the best, but there is always an empty spot, and they hesitate. They are not fully familiar with the players of the other team. So I think so, first of all, playing smarter. And I think so when we made the break on the end of the game, we also was a 5 or 6 minutes during the game where we could not score. We had a problem of scoring, but at that time we really stayed solid defensively. And also the other team didn't score us.
I want to ask about this duel, Gordon-Moultrie. How important was this matchup? Was most important for this game, for results?
No.
Maybe?
I think,
Moultrie is, you know.
I strongly believe that basketball game is 5 against 5, and that matchups, they are good for the fans, because fans like matchups, because they like idols. But on the court, you cannot stop nobody if you don't function as a team 5 against 5. In NBA, it's different. There are different rules. Here, we are playing more team defense, more team basketball. There are less isolations, and rules, European rules, FIBA rules, are letting us in defense collaborate with the 5 players, not only 1 against 1. So doesn't matter if it's today Moultrie or tomorrow somebody else or Lido against Stanville, you need the collaboration of the 5 players to do that. You cannot do it 1 against 1.
What about physical condition of your team? Is your team ready for third game in Saturday?
Saturday is far away.
Ah, okay.
Saturday is far away. This is 48 hours. This is the second time that we play like this.
So in this fourth quarter, this was problem. Physical condition in fourth quarter or no?
I felt there was one part when I was ready to call timeout. I didn't call timeout because their coach called, because I felt that our execution, when we could not score, was because they were putting too much pressure on our outside players, and we could not receive the ball where we wanted because physically they were better at that point than us. But again, after that timeout, after some details, they adjusted, we adjusted, and we were able to go back. Definitely, when you go in the fourth quarter like this, the problem is when you play 2 games in 48 hours. But again, difference between Parma and us, we are used to it to play high-intensity, up-tempo basketball. For us, running up and down, this is the everyday. They are the team that is playing different kind, high-quality basketball, but because of the profile of the players that they have, they are playing different kind of basketball.
Some player from Parma surprised you maybe because you have only 1 day for preparation, or everything was now.
One thing is, first of all, we don't. I, as a head coach, have 1 day of preparation. But one of our assistant coaches, he have from the last VTB games to prepare this game. So at the day of the game, he studied perfectly them. He translate to me, to the other assistant coach, and then we try to translate to the players. So we know what they're doing, but again, one thing is, basketball is not working. I tell you what to do and you do it. I tell you what to do, then we practice, we repeat, and then eventually we're going to do it. So it's not the way it works.
That surprised you something? Or some players, some
No, they
set or
didn't.
something
No,
like
no,
that?
no, no. They didn't do nothing. What we will consider there is a big surprise. We could do better or worse our execution, but they didn't do nothing. What's the word of the mentioning of surprise?
Can you tell us a few words about next opponent?
Next opponent. Who is next opponent?
Bravo.
Okay, sorry. I'm honest. I cannot. I don't know who is it because all my focus is on this game. Now, when I finish the game, I receive information and paper on our next opponent, and I start to study next opponent. I learned that any opponent in the Polish league is a difficult opponent if you don't take it seriously. I think so that we show that we can play against anybody, but also we show that we can lose against anybody. So if we are not 100% focused, if we don't bring everything what we have, we can lose against anybody, especially because I heard about this, our opponent. I didn't see it, but I heard because my assistants, they're already working on them. I heard that they are also high pace, high three-point shooting team. So it's also going to be something what we need to discuss about with the players and see how we're going to manage that.